3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Mission Control for another quick tips video. In this video we're going to talk about playback priority. Priority allows you to configure how playbacks will behave if you turn on two playbacks controlling the same fixture. The priority can be set to low, normal, high, programmer, or very high. Programmer gives the same level as manually setting attributes in the programmer. If a fixture is being controlled by a playback and you turn on a playback of the same or higher priority, the new playback will take over. However, if the new playback is set to a lower priority than the first playback, the fixtures will not change. This is useful if, for example, you programmed looks using all of your fixtures and then decide you want a couple of them to spotlight a singer. If you set the spotlight playback to be high priority, then while it is active, no other playback will affect the spotlight fixtures. Attribute set by manually applying a palette to a fixture will override all playback priorities except very high. So let's take a look at that. Here, I've got version 14 on the Titan Go interface with some playbacks programmed here. And we'll go ahead and put up our capture also so that we can see what we're doing. So this first playback here, we can see we've got our lights moving around and doing some circles as well as in no color and some gobos. Here, we've got our BMFLs pointing at our lead singer with their zoom down and no color and a mask FX to stop all movement. Here we've got our lights being in some color fade. And here we have all our fixtures just in red. Everything has a release mask, so it released back to what it was doing before. So if we were to look at our priorities on our playbacks here, we see this one currently is normal, as is this one. This one is set to programmer, and this one is set to very high. So if we see now, if we bring this playback up and we fire this playback here that has our lights pointing at our lead singer with the priority the same, we see that they stop moving and point just at our lead singer. And when we turn it off, since it has a release mask, it returns to doing what they were doing before. If I was to change the priority on this one, either by clicking the options key here or the options hard key, and then selecting it, and then in the playback tab, we've got the priority. If I was to set it to low, and then fire this playback, we can see that our lights do not go pointed to our lead singer and stop moving because the priority for this is lower than this one. However, if we change our priority again, and we change it to high, we see now that it again overrides the other playback and goes just pointing to our lead singers. If I refire this, and I fire this playback, which changes our colors and has a programmer, we can see it overrides the high here and follows the programmer and changes all of our lights to the color that was in this playback. If we were to use a palette to change it, we can see that it still overrides that because they are equal in priority. And when I release this, it goes back to what it was. Now, this one, we can see that our priority is set to very high. So when we fire it, all of our fixtures go to red. And then if we try to change them using the programmer, using quick palettes, or if we were to select our fixtures, we can see that it doesn't change. And we tell that also by, if we look here, we can see that it says priority behind all of our fixtures, letting us know that a priority is handling that color right now. So then, if I hit clear and then drop my fader, we can see they go back to being what they were before. Another interesting little tidbit for this, if I had it like this, and then I selected a color, see they don't change. When I release this playback back, they go to that color. Also remember that if you have your playback active, when you change its priority, you'll need to refire it, so turn it off and back on, so just add it in the priority stack. So that's playback priority in version 14 of Titan. I hope you learned something. Please subscribe and join us next time. Thanks. Bye.
Wheel stop.
Roger, wheel stop, Discovery. Welcome back. A great ending to the new beginning.